And hello there everybody, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. It is the DOUG here once again. And it's time to get back to Devil May Cry 4. Where we last left off, we got to mission 5 with Lady, so we're going to continue with that. Just let me get this show to where it needs to go. And yes, I know what's going on with Money in the Bank, because I've seen the tweets. Pop goes the weasel. Apparently, Peacock crashed. And yes, Matt, if you're watching this, Peacock did crash, which is hilarious. Based on what I read on Twitter, so that's why I'm kind of... When you're getting the stream sent to everybody to make them feel good. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the myth, the legend, the man called a giant vibrator.
Well then. Just well then.
Who would not get a DUI, because he's not stupid like Jimmy Uso. But don't worry, I'll get to him later on in Money in the Bank so far. I was watching it, you know, wanted to give it a chance, but after the last title match, I just like, nope, I'm done. And I'm going to say this, WWE at this point has a lot of problems, and the most one being, they don't know how to push faces. Because right now, there's only one person with a title in the WWE who's a face, which is kind of disturbing. But Vibrator, how's your weekend going?
Honestly, could be better.
Alright.
Just the stuff I was messaging you about earlier.
Ah. One thing I do want to think that's kind of funny, because WWE Peacock actually crashed, guys. That's what a lot of people, if you're asking what it's called, that yeah, WWE crashed on Peacock, so a lot of people are not being able to watch the men's Money in the Bank right now, which is kind of hilarious to me. Should also point out, what was it? Oh yeah, apparently some people, because I missed this, but I rewound it, and yeah, apparently when Charlotte Flair flicked off the audience, the screen went black for a minute. So apparently on Peacock, you can't even have a middle finger anymore, which, granted, most of us knew this since WWE has edited a lot of their stuff to be more Peacock friendly.
Yeah, I'll just say this. When it comes to watching any sort of wrestling, I'm just gonna stick to AEW.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I mean, I did watch the Slammiversary pay-per-view this morning. It wasn't a bad pay-per-view. It was the first one with an audience, so I probably was a little bit more lenient, but I will say congratulations to the new TNA Women's Tag Team Champions, Rosemary and Havoc. Anytime Rosemary wins a title, it's a good thing for business. As far as for that, though, there were no title. Well, the tag team title was changed. The Good Brothers have them back again. But Slammiversary was good. I enjoyed it. Probably one of my more favorite pay-per-views of this year. Hey Rosie, hope you're having a good night tonight. Well, I may as well just talk about Money in the Bank from what I saw before I gave up with Peacock. Because this was actually the first time because I wanted to see what the fans were going to do. Because that was my big worry. What were the fans going to be like? And the fans, for the most part, have been what I thought they would be. A lot of people, and I'm not even kidding here, are now wishing that the WWE would go back to not having fans in the arena at all. So that's hilarious. But let's talk about what's pretty much dominated Twitter most of the night so far for Money in the Bank. And that is the Usos winning the tag titles. A lot of people going off about that because they feel like Jimmy Uso's being rewarded for getting a DUI. Instead of being sent to rehab, like most of us thought he should have been. Instead, he gets awarded with a tag team title run. Now, depending on who you ask, on Twitter, some are saying, oh, because Vince cares more about the storyline and money. Which, knowing WWE, that's probably true. A lot of people are saying he didn't get punished because you know who he's related to, which, again, I could buy that as well. But personally, to me, it kind of shows how can I say this? WWE's moral conscience is not in the right place. Now, I know some people are going to bring up, oh, Jeff Hardy. At least Jeff Hardy finally, after he showed up to a pay-per-view in TNA, drunk and stoned off his ass, at least they forced him to go to rehab at that point. Personally, I think he should have gone to rehab, and I'll continue on in a minute, but let me take off my headset, put my AC on. There we go. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Because it felt like WWE didn't do anything to him, and it seems a little bit tasteless when, you know, if it was the real world, a lot of us, we would have probably been fired after getting our first DUI, or second. And I know some people have made the argument for it, saying, oh, they can't just suspend him because, you know, send him to rehab and write him off TV because, you know, WWE's got to worry about the storyline right now. To me, I think this is when it's like, yeah, storyline and money shouldn't matter because if he gets another one and heaven forbid something bad happens when he gets it, that's not exactly going to look good on the company. I get, you know, some people are going to say money and storyline mean more, but to me, I'm like, yeah, this could have been a good time to say, hey, we don't approve of this. We're going to send him to rehab for a few months. Because you could have gave them the belts and continued the storyline when he came back, so I don't want to hear that. Personally, I think WWE's going to regret this decision. Because there's really a lot of people mad on Twitter. Even, what's that one? The one with the drunk mothers against drunk driving. They are livid about it. They actually are livid. Which I get why they are, because I know of some parents who are upset, particularly moms, who are not happy, wanted it. And then I have a few female friends and male friends from high school who are not happy because it seems like they're showing that it's okay to kids to get a DUI, which I'm sure that's not WWE's intent, but that's how it's going to come off to some people. Vibrator, do you have an opinion on that?
Honestly, I'm not even sure what the hell to say about that shit.
Oh, that he died quick. Just because I think we could all use a good laugh. I've actually seen a lot of replies for it. One said, let me just go to Twitter because some of these I have seen and have made me laugh. of people's responses to this, and then we'll go on to other things a little bit. By the way, fuck the Milwaukee Bucks. They actually have a chance to win the NBA championship, which is something I know I don't want personally. So let's just get a good look at some of these comments, because some of these are funny. One of mine was, WWE, the only place in which a DUI for the third or fourth time gets you a title run. Peacock sucks, Peacock sucks, Peacock sucks. Yeah, that's not a surprise. One person says DUIs, guess that doesn't mean shit to WWE. And one person said it best. I'm pissed about this. I just watched the RVD bio thing on Peacock, and when RVD got caught with pot, and he was the WWE champion, Vince himself said there are consequences to your actions. These guys have been busted a number of times for DUI. I don't get it, unreal. One person said it's bullshit, get a DUI again and get awarded with a championship. A proof that some rules don't apply to others. One person says, get a DUI, win a title. Offer ideas to Vince about your character or storylines you want to do. Get fired. Get a DUI and get a free t-shirt and a title run. Yeah, and here's the thing. WWE has already blocked me on Twitter because apparently they didn't like the fact I called them out on their that a lot of people calling them out on it, saying it is hypocritical. One person said, breaks the rules in real life, gets handed make-believe title. So it's one of those things. Hey, Rosie again. So yeah, I'd recommend if I'm Jimmy Uso, I would probably stay off Twitter because that's all you're getting at this point. It's taking a while, Rosie. The comments are moving slow tonight. But anyway, continue with Money in the Bank. Nikki Cross won the Women's Championship. Well, Women's Money in the Bank briefcase, I should say. She did not cash in, but she did win the women's title. God damn it, she won the women's briefcase. So congratulations to her. I heard the finish was not that good, though. The finish was stupid, but I'm okay with her winning it because I did tell a few people that it would probably be her or Ruby Riott. I mean, not Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan. My speech is not working well today. So there's that. Also, as far as for the Raw Tag Team titles, and this is the problem. With one of the biggest problems with WWE's booking. AJ and his partner are viewed as heels, but yet they got chilled out of the damn building. Let that sink in. AJ is heel and his partner, but they are both being shooed out of the arena. So look, but Vince is still going to have them be face. I mean heels. You know the fans want him to be face. So it is what it is. Vince is not going to listen. He never does. That's why we have a guy who's had multiple DUIs is the champion in WWE. Congratulations to Nikki Cross. But she'll be trying to cash it in on Charlotte, most likely, who won the title, which, yay. You know, because, again, Charlotte's always got to have the fucking title, I guess. And as far as for Bobby Lashley winning against Kofi, that's not a surprise. A lot of people had that happening, particularly since the rumor is that Lesnar or Goldberg are going to be coming to challenge him next, because WWE wants those SummerSlam tickets sold. Rosie says, who do you have for the men's Money in the Bank? If a SmackDown guy wins it, my pick was Big E. He could use it. If it's a Raw guy, my pick is... who the hell did I have for Raw? It was John Morrison, because I thought you could do at least some kind of dude character thing with him and Miz, but knowing WWE, they're probably going to give it to Seth fucking Rollins, you know, because, oh god, we got to push the Shield. You know, we can't push any new talent. Don't make a new main eventer. Just saying. Yeah, Big E or John Morrison, depending on who gets it. Do I think there's going to be a cash in tonight, though? No. Because, we got to have Roman Reigns, you know, and have the DUI line or the under the influence line. No, I stopped watching because it crashed, and between crashing and after Charlotte Flair won, I checked out because, and that's the biggest problem. Like I was saying, WWE always pushes heels, and I get heels need to be champion. I get that, but the problem is you only have one face champion right now, and that's Miss Belair. In a women's division that, let's be quite honest, most people don't care about the women's division in WWE. And I just saw Big E won the Money in the Bank, so congratulations to Big E. So most likely I shouldn't be surprised if Big E is the one who... What worries me, though, if you have him win it now, which he did, and he fails the cash in, oh, that's gonna go so well over. It's gonna go so well over, it's not even funny. Granted, WWE was smart. You would have Big E, because this is the first night the fans are back at a pay-per-view. You would have the Big E cash in and win tonight, send the fans home happy, because to be honest, if I was at the show right now, I wouldn't be too happy. I'd be disappointed with the women's title match. The men's tag team match was nothing to write home about. Baron Corbin flashback. That could be an issue there in itself, because when he failed the cash in, it kind of derailed his thing. I think he's been trying to make up for it ever since, too. Probably not, since Jimmy and Jay won the tag titles. I know the plan's been having them be this dominant faction thing, but that should have went out the window after Jimmy got his DUI. It just feels like too many people that WWE's awarding him for getting a DUI, and that's the issue that's going to come up with fans. That's been the main talking point on Twitter tonight. That's what it feels like. And I don't think that's going to help him in WWE in the long run. That's going to hurt them, to be honest. But again, we shall see. Personally, I know I'm glad I don't watch SmackDown, because that's one of the reasons why we stopped watching it, because we don't like Roman, and then the DUI situation. We stick with Raw, Ring of Honor, Impact and AEW. But that brings the problem to wrestling itself. It feels like WWE would rather not wrestling in general. They won't punish somebody for their problems. Most likely, if Becky comes back, she's going to be on Raw tomorrow night because the fans are there. That'd make the most sense. You know, would have been better tonight after you had Charlotte win the belt, but yeah. I digest. Because if you're going to have her come back tonight, she should have came out after the Charlotte match. Just because the husband and wife doesn't mean they're on the same brand. Remember, Naomi and Mr. Uso, they're on separate brands. And they're married. Not really. Naomi and Mr. Uso are not. Remember, Naomi's on Raw. Plus, it would make no sense for her to be on SmackDown anyway, because then that would make her a heel. Because Belair's a face, so. And you know, I don't believe in the face and heel thing anymore because she'll be based on your talent. In WWE, Vince still believes in, oh, we gotta have storylines and shit. And faces and heels. Ah, great. Fighting enemies. Shit. Wee, explosions! Oh, that worked out pretty well. And one game I wanted to talk about as well, because I don't remember if I got to talk about it in the last stream. The Nickelodeon game. I am so looking forward to that. The Nickelodeon Smash Brothers clone. That actually looks pretty fun. Well, that killed everybody. Well, almost everybody. Whee! Now give me my damn dice. Six again. Wow, that's a lot of sixes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still feels weird to having the house to myself as well. I mean, it's been quieter so I can try to get sleep, but man, it feels bored here. I do hate this boss fight because this is probably my least favorite. Yeah, we got the big guy. And it's not done with this mission yet, though. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Do 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 do. By the way, I did catch my first legendary Pokemon today, so that kind of made me feel cool. See, I'm going to be honest here. The only way I see Edge winning the belt is it because they're going to have Edge versus Seth Rollins. And Seth is probably the next one in line, I have a feeling. I do kind of find it funny though. This is what makes the WWE fans and most wrestling fans weird in general. Well, all of us are pissed off at Jimmy for being a champion, but man, a lot of us are so happy for Big E winning the briefcase. So sometimes WWE does the right thing, and sometimes you do get wrestling correct. But what also worries me with Jimmy thing, going back to that, I feel like that's what most of this is becoming a bit. What worries me, and this shows you how old I am, if anybody remembers this, these two storylines. The Hawk storyline and the Scott Hall showing up to work drunk storyline. Those were kind of tasteless, and I'm hoping the guy WWE does not copy them again. Because that would suck a dick. Atomic. Time to face some more demons, I guess. Yep. Yay! And now we gotta probably fight more demons again. I'm loving it. By the way, we do find out pretty soon of whether the plus games for August, so that's going to be nice. We already know one of them is that 30-player melee thing, which that has me worried to death. Got the smoking style. So yay. Do do do. We jump up and get down. Come on, jump, jump, jump around. By the way, guys, I'm about 230 something trophies away, I think, from 30,000. So yay. I did get another platinum today on a PS5, so that puts me almost close to 510. Yay for having no life. Hopefully I'm going the right way, because I can't fucking remember. No, that's not it. Do you remember the time when Doug got lost? Oh shit, that's every fucking video. Who said you could give me an uppercut? Okay, Sub-Zero, bitch, stop it. Grenades out! And keep them rolling, 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 right? Keep rolling. Yay, we made it to the waterfalls. I did know my little kitty Sylvania, she's sad because mom and dad are still out of town. I feel like if it was me out of town and not my mom and stepdad, I think the cat would be happier. Oops. I always keep doing that for some reason. I always end up going backwards here. Hey look, we made it to the jungle. We might find George of the jungle, friend to you and me. Ah, watch out for that tree. You got an A for an asshole. A, S, S, H, O, L, E. Come on, everybody. Da doom doom, da doo doo. Select next, we're in the jungle, the mighty jungle, where the dragon bitch sleeps tonight. And at least I'm glad I'm not the only one that's been complaining about WWE tonight, particularly with the peacock crashing. So that's going to be interesting to see what exactly. And that's one thing I will notice. It's since Big E is a face, you know, usually when and actually both of them are faces, Nikki Cross and Big E. It's gonna be to see how they play the cash in, because most time if a face cashes in, it's because they're cashing in on a heel, or they're gonna announce when they're cashing in, kind of like RVD did. Usually. At least we know with Big E and Nikki Cross that they both cash in and win the belts. They won't pull an RVD and get arrested for drug possession. So they positives all around, I guess. What the hell is this? Oh, holy water. Something that WWE writers need. But Vibrator, what are you playing right now?
Well, until my internet speeds up, I'm playing Far Cry 5.
Ah, nice. You know, lady, I've seen a lot of, Japanese tentacle anime start out like this. Oh look, now it's a flower with a scarecrow with tentacles on it. Oh, we know where this is heading. Destroy that flower. No! God damn it, I fell in the hole. Ugh. Oh, that one's hiding under a rock. Let's try this again. Teleportation activated. I could have sworn there would have been some demons popping out. Guess I was wrong. Now, Vibrator, I'm going to ask you a question. This is one of the two questions of the video tonight. Besides the one game we already know about for Plus next month, which is available on both PS4 and PS5, I should point that out. What two other games are you hoping we get for the PS4?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Then again, I have been up since early this morning with very little sleep, as usual.
Sleep pattern, something me and Vibrator don't get for 500, Alex. Let's see, next month is what, August, I believe?
Yup.
I would say if they ever would do an NFL game, this would be the time to do it, but that's not going to happen. So my bold prediction is we'll finally see the one. Well, no, it ain't going to be Minecraft. I almost said Minecraft, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. If it did, it would have been years ago. I'm going to say it's going to be a Lego game, because the one game that's on both systems is a 30-player online beat 'em up thing. That's the best way I can describe it. And so the other game, it's hard thinking of that second one right now, because I think no, that would make more sense in September instead of doing it in September or October. But you know what, I'm going to say it anyway. I think it's going to be a Lego game, and the other one's going to be one of the Far Cry games. Probably Far Cry. I'm trying to figure out which one sold the most out of those. Because I know Far Cry 3 is very popular. So much so that it got a remastered, if I recall. But I believe Far Cry 5, that is the more newest one, correct? Or is it New Dawn?
In a way, yeah. It was Far Cry 5, then New Dawn.
Okay. I'd probably say if they're going to make one of the Far Cry games free, I'm going to actually change it. I'm going to say it's going to be Far Cry New Dawn, because if I remember, and I already know this because when I played with Fire Ninja, that's multiplayer, correct?
Yeah, it does have multiplayer.
And that would be a good way to get everyone pumped up for Far Cry 6. You know, that doesn't come out till October. The only other game I could see it being, because of the fact of the Aliens game comes out in August, is if they make Predator Hunting Grounds free. Which, if they do that, I would be shocked. But I was so happy, because that means me and Vibrator can actually go back to playing that again against people. Since I have that re-downloaded, and Unfortunately, that game you kind of need not only a good internet thing, you also need, well, decent internet, I should say. You also need at least, if you're going to do private, 5 people. That way you can actually not only have 4 humans, but also one be the predator. I don't think he's going the way. Oh, he is going the right way. We broke down the walls of Jericho. By the way, I did notice as well as Money in the Bank, they don't give credit to Chris Jericho for inventing, coming up with the concept, so he's been erased from history. Yay. And when I say yeah, I mean boo. And Vibrator, you would have been proud of me today. I did not buy the 99-cent game that came out today. I was actually able to fight my urges. Yes, I am getting notifications. Apparently, a lot of people are liking my comments, so yay. Meanwhile, back to the stream, which I only one viewer right now, but I want to thank whoever that is, and I do want to thank Rosie for stopping by, and I know I'm going to thank Vibrator as well for being here with me. Well, I run out of a dragon trying to eat my vagina. Camoto! And the Rockets shoot everybody. Don't forget, this coming week is the NBA draft, so I probably will be watching that, as I usually try to watch. Usually watch the NFL and NBA draft. I don't really watch the hockey one and baseball, because they don't have that one on TV, surprisingly. If they do, it's not on ESPN. As a matter of fact, I think they're the only two that don't air on ESPN, because the NBA and NFL do. By the way, my Oilers are actually on a winning streak. Holy fucking shit. Rocket right in the boob. By the way, I will say I'm looking forward to Kenny Omega versus Mr. White for Impact. And that's one thing I loved about the Slammiversary this weekend. They had stars from AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Letting this my rocket going into your face. And another mission down. I know if Mr. Jones comes on tonight, I'm sure we'll be heading back to the, as some fans are calling it, the DUI championship at this point. But that is kind of funny. Alright, so time to head to the castle. Wait, so WWE's giving credit to Edge for creating Money in the Bank? Oh, that's so fucking hilarious. Ugh. Wait, I think a lady was just sitting there with holding the rocket launcher, which I'm okay with, you know, beautiful lady holding a rocket launcher. I mean, I don't know about how everybody else feels, but you know, a woman who likes guns, that can't be all bad. What do you say, vibrator? Women who like guns, good or bad? Now I just gotta remember where I need to go. So where'd you come from? Where'd you... Oh, God. That's not the right way. Where'd you come from? Where did you go? Where'd you go? Colonado. Been a long time now. Oh, great. The lizard people. I wish it was the crab people, because then I could have me some butter. Well, we killed the lizard people. They are no longer in Soul Calibur. And I know some people have been asking me as well when I am going to see the new Demon Slayer film that came out earlier this year. Probably when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD. I know it's out digital right now, but as you guys know, I don't really do digital stuff. I always just end up giving the digital code away. Keeping it stylish. Smoking sick style. We got a triple S. Alright. Super shit. Lost woods, the great one in the dark forest, where the temple gods might be inhabiting the trees. Yeah, I know. We gotta go wherever the shadow's pointing. We go the other way. And I think we'll actually need... Oh, hold on. Hmm. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently, I think it seems to be my luck. Every time I'm streaming, that's when I get messages out the ass on Twitter or Facebook Messenger. Seems to be always the case. I could be, if I'm streaming or I'm out doing stuff with the family, that's when I'll get message out the yin yang. Thank goodness this doesn't happen when I'm having sex. That'd really be weird. I'm like, who's got the built-in GPS and knowing what Doug's doing, damn it? Well, he's just selling these bazooka shots like John Cena, not even phased. Why won't you die? Eat a bunch of grenades. You bitch. Time for the next mission, because we're going to be doing a lot of this tonight. Mission number 9. And look at Lady's pose. So, if somebody came to my female came just to my house as Lady or Ada Wong, I think I would die happy. Oh, it's the Super Knight. Oh, hey. We got him with one punch. Well, one rocket up the ass, I should say. Laser beams! Oh, good lord, not the laser beams of death. You know, that would probably be a good way to get a bikini who axis fire or laser at it. We don't. I like the fact her bomb thing does a lot of fucking damage. Like, holy shit. Time for love in an elevator. Making love while I'm going down. Wow, wow. Moving on up to the east side. Do 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 do. She kinda did there. Yay, we killed all the Sub-Zero clones. Chinese Ninja Warrior. If I could actually figure out what I'm doing. I think I'd only hit one of them. Alright, all the lizard men are down. But where are the crab people? I still want my crabs and butter. I know, I'm making people hungry probably. Alright, time to fight the stupid cockroach. And I don't mean Scott Hall Razor mode either. Oh, it is happening. You're dying, bitch. I'm doing the world a favor by getting rid of an idiot. I always thought that hit me for some reason. Yeah, you lost. Enjoy it. Another mission down. Bug motherfucker. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Hello? Oh, I'm streaming, that's all. No, I called earlier, but that was at 8. That was the first time. Why? Yeah. No problem. Yep. Okay. I am. Bye-bye. I am back. Sorry about that if you heard any of that. It was my family calling, checking on me since they were in North Carolina. Oh God. No, no, no. Nobody wants to see John Cena versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Oh dear God. So that means we're getting Seth versus Edge. So you had Edge lose again just to set up to continue that story. And now you're going to have Cena versus Roman Reigns. Oh God. So I would love to ask Vince McMahon this personally. Who the fuck do you think the fans are going to cheer for? The part-timer in John Cena, or the one you're building as a heel in Roman Reigns? Fucking stupid. I'd Bill Goldberg. Make a Goldberg versus fucking Lashley, and then we have the trifecta of bullshit. I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. So, Rosie, if you can hear me, say yes or no. But damn, so Cena and Roman, ugh. Why? Why is that a thing? Why? Ugh. I mean, is WWE doing that bad in ratings, or they want that much money for Vegas? And the sad thing is, everybody knew this was happening with the fucking Cena coming back, because they let the cat out of a bag a few weeks ago when Cena was being interviewed. And the reporter said, "So are you going to be doing in you're going to be in Las Vegas for SummerSlam?" Damn, I'm just disappointed. I think Seth and Edge would have been the better title match. I would have been less predictable. Where'd he go? Oh, he... Okay, can you get back in here, please? Okay, I shot him to the floor. What the fuck? I can hear you, but Cena looking for... I have a feeling they're going to have Cena win it just so he can break Ric Flair's record. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. I think I messed up here. No, there's the exit. Hopefully if I get to talk to Mr. Jones or somebody of the other wrestling fans I know, I wonder what they'll say about Cena coming back. But I think Vibrator's got the right idea. Don't watch WWE anymore, folks. Just watch the good shit. AEW, Impact Wrestling, and Ring of Honor, and New Japan. Only watch WWE if you're desperate. Oh, there's nothing else on. Thank God Monday Night Football's coming back soon. Yeah, I heard they want to have Rock and Roman for the title. I'm going to say this. If Roman beats Cena, they're going to have Roman break CM Punk's record. Just to beat... Because Vince McMahon is that fucking spiteful. Oh, come on. I dodged that. Ugh. Oh, Cena coming. Really, the game? Oh. That wasn't cheap as fuck. No, he's a 16-time champion. So he would be number 17. He would be 17th. Because remember, he's also won back when it was the world title a few times as well. I did kind of find everyone wants to act like they're happy to see Cena back. Let's be honest here. The only one's happy to see him back are probably because he's going to be facing Roman, and a lot of people don't like Roman's thing, so that's probably what it is. I'm sure if it was Cena challenging Edge, Cena would be getting booed. Can't hear a vibrator. Hey Falco, what up? Yep, Cena came back tonight after the Roman and Edge match. So pretty much it seems like, if you want to believe the internet rumors, the 3 big matches for SummerSlam are going to be Roman versus Cena, which we can now probably guarantee, Seth Rollins versus Edge, and Lashley versus Goldberg. Which, yeah, granted, if it's Lashley versus Lesnar, it's kind of sad. So the next 3 big matches at SummerSlam are going to be having part-timers. Peacock sucks. Yeah, Peacock crashed today as well, doing the men's Money in the Bank match. Yeah, but pretty much he's been in case anybody wanted to know, Cena's been a 13-time WWE champion and a 3-time world champion. So if he does beat Roman, it will be number 17, and he'll technically break Ric Flair's record. So, yay. So there's that. Hey, Mr. Jones. Rosie, it's Bobby and looks like to be Goldberg. For SummerSlam. But hey, Mr. Jones, how you doing tonight? No, Cena never has, but they count all the old records, Falco, so they're counting before they made it the Universal title, and he was a 3-time world champion when they had the big gold belt. I don't know if Mr. Jeans can hear me or not. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can hear you. Hope you were able to deal with some aliens at work, Mr. J. I think you're one of the few people who are graduating them on Twitter. Everyone else is saying, and you talked about this, and I talked about it at the start of the stream, to where it seems like everyone else is like, so WWE is honoring somebody who got a DUI to... I mean... Name the pain. Probably. In the ring. I think that's because somebody actually pointed out saying that's why they wanted him suspended or sent to rehab, because they're afraid, some fans are they're afraid that he'll end up like Jeff Hardy was and come out drunk to the ring. Or as one person put it, their biggest concern is WWE might make it a storyline like they did with Road Warrior Hulk, or how WCW did with Scott Hall and have him show up drunk in purpose, which that could be bad. That is true, he is not. Falco does mention this, and a lot of people have as well. Dio is nothing compared to weed or drugs. Look what happened to RVD in 2006. In case no one knows what that is, because I know me, Falco, Mr. Jones does, but for everyone else, he got pulled over, got busted for having weed and drugs in his car, and Vince told him personally there will be consequences. He lost both WWE and ECW title, and had to serve, I think it was a 60-day suspension. It's 30 or 60, one of the two. I think that's one reason a lot of people are also upset. It's like, yes, DUI is different from weed or drugs, but as I think some people put in, even myself, I said, if this was the real world like you or myself, we might have been fired or sent to rehab by a job at this point, depending on circumstances. I personally, I have no hate towards the man, but I do kind of think it's, because that's the one thing I've seen. Everyone's saying, oh, it's okay that he got a DUI. It's going to help the storyline. I'm like, that's not really something we should be saying. To me personally. I'm like, and a lot of people looked at Matt less, made a good storyline, but a lot of people looked at Matt less than a man to a degree, since he never won the feud, which was so stupid. But I knew right then and then, because a lot of people said it then, if the Usos won tonight, don't expect Roman to lose, and well, we saw what happened. Roman retained, and he's going up against Cena now. Pretty much, and now Seth is taking on Edge at SummerSlam. Because if you didn't get to see the end of the pay-per-view, let me save you some time. Ref gets took down, so screwy finish, so we can't even have a clean win. Seth Rollins helps Roman, and Seth says, hey, you owe me a title shot because I just helped you beat Edge. So, yeah, we know two of the three big matches for SummerSlam, Edge and Seth, and Roman and Cena. When he was in the Authority, and oh, I guess because I know that's what they've been hitting out with Edge and Seth, that the storyline's going to be paying back to when Seth almost crippled Edge years ago, when Edge was when Seth was in the Authority, if I'm correct. I know Mr. Jones or Falco will correct me if I'm wrong there. Also, Charlotte won the title, so yay. Which, I think that's the one thing that's kind of sad in a way for WWE. There's no face champions now except for Belair, but I will say this, Nikki Cross and Big E winning Money in the Bank, I think that's good for them. I do think they were smart in not having a cash-in tonight because of the fact of, I think if you're going to do that, you want to do that in Vegas. I'd be better off since, you know, bigger pop. With that being said, I have a feeling we're going to see Becky Lynch tomorrow night because, you know, how Charlotte acted. Which, by the way, that brings me to something I want to mention because I mentioned it earlier. When they were chanting Becky Lynch during the Charlotte match, Charlotte Flair flipped off the audience. And the screen went black for a few seconds. Apparently, Peacock was not happy that Charlotte Flair flipped off the audience. So, Peacock, go fuck yourself. When YouTube has better standards than you, there's a problem. And I didn't think I would ever say that in my effing life. But since now the rumors are true about Seth and Edge and Cena and Roman, we're probably getting Lashley and Goldberg, which I get from a point of view ratings rise and money's rise. That makes sense because, hey, people who may have stopped watching may come back to see Cena or Goldberg and buy a ticket for Vegas. Or fans who live in Vegas who love John Cena, they will buy a ticket to go see Cena. I think the problem is, though, with that being said, a lot of fans are tired of part-timers coming back. And they don't want part-timers to be champion. That's why a lot of people didn't like Lesnar's run. Granted, now that we look at Lesnar's run in a new light, because originally I hated it, because part-timers, the problem is if you don't make the other titles more important, it doesn't work. But it would be interesting to see because how fans are going to react. Are they going to cheer for Goldberg? Or are they going to boo him like they did when he was going up against the Fiend? I will say New Legacy Inc. did get the Big E one correct because they did have Big E winning. By the way, Falco, hope you're having a good night tonight. I guess that 8-Bit Eric's not streaming tonight. He must have the night off, which he deserves some vacation. Either way, it is the first time Lashley and Goldberg will face off. That is true, so at least that's going to have the box office there, and depending how they do it, it could work because both of them have a... I know Lashley's got the MMA background and the Olympics wrestling stuff because he's won those awards when he was in the military. Goldberg can be a shoot fighter as well. I just think personally, if you were to ask me, out of the two, which one I would rather see, I'd rather see Lesnar and Lashley and let them go ham, shoot, let them just throw haymakers. But I guess either the money wasn't right or Lesnar didn't want to do it, one or the other. Falco says he does deserve a night off. Yes, he does, because he does entertain a lot of us. Oh, that's right, I can't use my missiles against... Okay, stop shooting me. Oh, that sucked. Wow, that was anticlimactic as fuck. Now clean my boots. But like I said, I did watch the Slammiversary pay-per-view. I enjoyed that a lot. Probably see since I had to stop watching Money in the Bank because of it crashing / after Charlotte winning the belt, I had to just stop. No disrespect to Charlotte, she is talented, but can we? And I know someone's going to go, she hasn't been WWE Women's Champion since 2016. I'm like, did we forget her NXT title win from last year? But I have a feeling Nikki Cross will cash in and win it. I have a feeling Big E will cash in and win it as well. I just hope it's done in a good way, not some stupid shit to where, oh. Because what worries me with Nikki Cross, you could cross it in any time since it's against Charlotte. No one would be upset. Depending on who Big E cashes in, they're gonna make it's either gonna make him a super baby face, still it's gonna make him a heel, depending on who it is. You know. I'm sure when I tell my stepdad that Cena's challenging Roman, he's gonna probably want to throw a brick through a wall or a television. My mom will be happy though, because she likes Cena, so. I still say personally I would love to have seen Cesaro win the championship from Roman, but I know that ain't gonna happen. I need to give up on that pipe dream right now. Which I do know David Hart Smith, by the way, I did want to mention this for people, because I only knew about it because I got told this on Instagram, that David Hart Smith, British Bulldog's son, is back in the WWE. Granted, instead of having him actually show up on television, they had him show up doing a talk show match and didn't do an interview backstage. Stupid! Well, that was... Okay, I thought, what the fuck? Am I being invaded by UFOs? Fuck. Natalia and Miss Tamara Snicker. That's alright. I think he won. I don't know, because... Oh. Mr. Jones having... Mr. Jones is getting treated... His internet treated him like Peacock tonight. Bad jokes. You're here to stay. I mean, I like David Hart Smith. I mean, I watched him when he was in Japan for all those years, dominating the tag team scene. I have a feeling that's what they're going to do with him there, personally. They're going to stick him in the tag team scene. Please, for the love of God, don't put Cesaro in another makeshift tag team. It seems like that's all they do with Cesaro. Tag team, tag team, tag team. Well, I missed everybody. There's my kitty Sylvania. Really? Okay, I'll take that as a win. Gonna take you for a ride in an elevator. I do want to thank Falco for stopping by. Hope he's having a good night tonight. I know he's got Hotline Miami 1 and 2 that he picked up physical. Love the reverse cover of that, by the way. This is going to be interesting, because I actually have to... time that just right where I don't fuck up. Oh, so I actually covered for you. I said your phone or internet's acting like peacock. Peacock keeps going out, which that's the one thing I think I may have mentioned it to you, but I did say it in the stream. Peacock crashed a lot tonight doing the pay-per-view. Crashed doing the men's Money in the Bank, and some people are saying it looks like it was being recorded in 90s television. And the one thing as well, and it was mentioned, that's why if you look at the comments, a lot of people were saying Falco's not Falco. Falco said it, and Rosie said it, Peacock's a piece of shit, because when Charlotte Flair flicked off the audience from chanting Becky Lynch, the screen went black for 3 seconds. Yeah, Peacock was not happy. No, Becky, the fans were cheering for Becky because they wanted her out there instead of Charlotte. Charlotte got pissed and flipped them off, but Peacock made WWE put out the black screen because they didn't want that on pay-per-view. Not anymore. Yeah. And blood for the most part. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. Now, yeah, and I get what you were saying with David Hart Smith, because, maybe you want to ease him into it since, and I'm going with this, most WWE fans probably didn't watch him when he was in Japan, because, and I don't mean no to ill to anybody, but let's be honest here, most WWE fans refuse to watch any other product. That too. Keith Lee. He's still on the injured list. That correct. Because the show wasn't tonight. As far as for your question, Falco, David Hart Smith did well in Japan. I mean, he did win the IWGP Tag Team titles 3 times with Lance Archer, who's in AEW. So he had a good run. We'll see how it goes. And David Hart Smith, apparently, because I wanted to look up how old he was, he's 35 years old. And he... And he still looks better than me, but then yet again, well, I'm not going to say. But overall with Money in the Bank, because I know some people wanted my opinion of it tonight, it wasn't a bad pay-per-view. I mean, it was good. The fans made it good. This is one of the few times I would say fans helped. But I think with the Peacock issues and it does leave you questioning at least some booking decisions, since are we going to see another Charlotte Flair Rhea Ripley match, since, you know, that's a feud that's not going to fucking end. Charlotte, Charlotte won the women's title. So, as far as for the Money in the Bank, Nikki Cross won the Money in the Bank for the women, Big E won for the men. Oh, I thought you meant who won the title match. Nikki Cross is... Yeah, Charlotte's the women's champion, so Nikki Cross will probably cash in on her at some point. And Big E will probably cash in on Roman Reigns, most likely. Let's just hope when that happens, Nikki and Big E win, because if they both lose their cash in, oh boy! As a singles wrestler. Correct. I agree. Falco says Peacock is trending really bad at this very moment. Yeah, it is. You know, it's in the top 10, I think, for trending on Twitter, I think. It is being badmouthed because of how bad it was tonight. I'm going to be honest here, and I'm going to defend Peacock just for this moment. I don't think they were ready enough to see how many people are actually going to tune in tonight for the pay-per-view. Because this is the first big pay-per-view with the fans, unless you count WrestleMania, which I don't fucking count WrestleMania, because they didn't have a lot of fans there like tonight. So I think that, but still, you highly make a lot of money. That should have been done perfectly with no fucking issues. But yeah, and I should give you a heads up as well, Mr. Jones. AJ Styles kept their titles as well, AJ and his partner. But yeah, well, here's the funny thing. The Viking Raiders were getting booed a little bit. AJ was getting cheered, him and his partner, the entire time. But AJ and him are here, and the Viking Raiders will face. So I'm sure Vince is not happy. Yeah, I do know from what I watched, because here's the thing, which one was the one who's, okay, the one who didn't get the DUI, it was Jay, right? Okay, that's when, okay, when Jay was in the ring, he got cheered. When Jimmy got in the ring, fans were chanting DUI. They muted that after a few seconds because apparently, so it's like, yeah, we know how the fans in Houston felt, well, Texas, we know how they felt. I'm like, let's see if that continues for SmackDown. As far as for the women's Money in the Bank, the ones with the biggest pop were Liv Morgan and Naomi. No one gave a damn about Alexa Bliss. She actually didn't get boos or cheers. Hey, Skittle. I'll read that comment in a minute, Falco. Yeah. I'm going to say this. If anyone says AEW sucked, I want them to go back and watch this week's episode and watch that casket match, because that was the best casket match I've seen in fucking years. And that's saying something. Well, good point. Falco says, I think the audience can care less if Vince is pissed. They'll boo and cheer whoever they want. That is true. That is... I know that's why he doesn't like going to Philadelphia as much anymore. And Vibrator's back. I will say, because I watched it, Naomi got a big pop, Morgan got a big pop, Alexa Bliss didn't get a big pop till she took off her dress and showed she's wearing tight leather clothing now. Nikki Cross kind of got cheered, but no, I don't know if it was because they respect her talent or if it's the character. Because she kind of got booed when she came out, but when she won, she got cheered, so... Well, well, I do like the outfit, but I always like Nikki Cross anyway. Natalya didn't get cheered or booed, and Tamara Snuka didn't get cheered or booed either. And Selena Vega... Some fans are calling her a sellout. And then she ended up, and I kid you, because she was mad at WWE because of the Twitch and everything, and then she comes back. So some fans are viewing her as a sellout. That's why she's got a lot of people blocked on Twitter. And I don't know if this was WWE making her pay for being, leaving. What happened the first time? She got possessed by Alexa Bliss during the match, and it stopped her from grabbing the briefcase and winning. Getting used. Only fans. Nude. Yeah. I didn't blame her. I don't blame her at all. She wasn't the one who stuck the bottle in his mouth. That is a good question, Falco. Before you continue, Falco says, I missed a few matches because I was at work, but Charlotte was going through a lot of emotion tonight. I don't know if she'll get heat backstage from going off on the crowd. We'll see what happens next. Yeah, because she did flick off the crowd and did the suck it thing, so she's not... So, she's a good heel. She knows how to piss people off. But yeah, back to the Vega thing like you were saying. Okay. And I will say this, because I know some people are going to be shocked. L, Big Red, and all that. I'm actually happy Big E and Nikki Cross won. I actually think that was the right decision. I think Naomi would have been the other choice besides Morgan, but I'm glad Alexa Bliss didn't win, because I'm like, that would have been fucking stupid if they're going to have her use her dark voodoo woo crap powers to win the title. And I kind of think we all had Big E winning because I looked at that entire men's thing. I'm like, the only three that make sense is Big E, Seth, and Johnny Impact, Nitro, Morrison, Melina's bitch, whichever one you want to call it, would have been the only ones that made sense. As much as I love Drew got booed tonight a bit, but I think that's because a lot of us are tired. How can I say this? We don't hate Drew the wrestler. I think we were tired of Drew was in the main event for so long after he lost the belt. Falco says, I'm happy with tonight's Money in the Bank winners. So, it will be interesting to see what they do. What happened to The Miz? Oh, Miz is recovering from the surgery he had in the, because he did get injured in the match for real when he was in that zombie lumberjack match a few months back. So, he is in a wheelchair, but they're using him as a manager still, you know, which is probably a good thing since I'm honest, Johnny Nitro is not what I would call gifted on the mic. I mean, I love because here's the thing, Johnny Nitro is a great wrestler, probably one of the ones I would love to see get a heavyweight title push, but I know that ain't going to happen, like with my boy Cesaro. But with Johnny, he doesn't have the mic skills, and I know I'm not the biggest fan of mic skills, but I know Vince, he wants them to have at least mic skills, even if they're not that good in the ring. He wants them to have either a manager or who can talk good. That's why Miz is with them right now. I feel people burn out too quickly on the... I gotta pull my phone up for that. I feel people burn out too quick on the people they root for. Drew's a perfect example. I do agree with that, because I know some people are saying during Drew's first run with the belt, like within 2 months, they were saying it's a terrible run. And I'm going to say this, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, because I'm going to defend everybody who had championships last year and all the companies, even people I didn't like. So I'm going to defend Roman here a bit. This will be the only time you hear me defend Roman in the history of your life. So write this day down, save this clip, tell your mother, tell people who like Roman who need to watch this. All of last year, and I would even say the start of this year, I would forgive any championship run right now because of the fact that if you didn't have the fans there, you didn't have the fans, you know, bringing the excitement, because as much as people may have not want to admit it, I think they would now. The fans needed to be there so they could have that momentum, have that heat, have those cheers and boos, because it did take away from something. Yes, I know you had the Thunderdome, but as people have told me who have been on the Thunderdome thing, that is highly edited, and you have to follow so many rules to even be a part of that. Falco said, Drew carried the company last year. He worked his ass off with anything that happened. My hat's off to Drew. I agree with so. It's kind of like how it was in 95, 96 in a way with Michaels, who carried the company in during that hard year for WWE. It's like, could anybody else have done that? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But the matches may have been terrible or better. But Drew did a great job. I think he won't get the respect he deserves from it for years until he's retired. And that is the one thing I will say if you look at last year. Drew is pretty much the focal point of the title. SmackDown had too many fucking problems. It went from The Fiend to Goldberg to Braun Strowman, back to The Fiend to Roman Reigns. And what's funny is if you look at that, The Fiend is no longer on television. Braun Strowman is gone, which is still surprising as fuck to me. Goldberg's a part-timer, so who gives a fuck? And that leaves Roman as SmackDown champion. It's not exactly a great lineup. Falco says yes, exactly like HBK. But like I said, things had to change because of what happened last year. So I'm willing to overlook that. But if I'm WWE right now, I'm looking what Slammiversary was. Did anyone watching this live or after it's done? Did anyone watch Slammiversary besides me? I'm going to take that as a no. No problem. Just as a quick recap of Slammiversary, unless they shake up SmackDown with the next draft, I've heard that there is a draft coming because they want to shake things up, but I think that we're waiting for fans to come back. No, I didn't watch it. With Slammiversary, here are the keynotes. The Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, they won the tag titles back. Kenny Omega is still a champion, but Mr. White from New Japan is his next challenger, it looks like. By the way, they had a lot of AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor guys at the show. Former NWA Women's Champion. Oh God, what's her name? I'm trying to pronounce if I pronounce it correctly. Thunder Rosina, if I'm pronouncing it. The one that's has her face painted halfway. She challenged for the women's title, did not win it, but out came Mickie James. She's the next challenger, which is kind of funny. Yeah, Mickie James is back in Impact Wrestling. And she's also with the NWA. There's a working agreement between all the companies. Oh, by the way, I am so happy for this. Congratulations to Rosemary and Havoc, as they did win the TNA Women's Tag Team Championship. Thank God, because we all know I love a little bit of Rosemary in my life. And also, No Way Jose is back on television, because he is now with Impact Wrestling. And it looks like, oh, what was his name? Was it Adam English who was with Rusev and Lana? Yeah, it looks like he's coming to Impact as well, because there was a video package of the Drama King is returning. So I guess that's the only one it could be, because his Twitter name is Drama King, I believe. And also, Kenny Omega is doing the Thanos story, capturing all the George Championship titles. Yeah, and I actually like his storyline, which, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of storylines as much, but I actually like that he's doing what the Hardys did a few years ago, capturing all the titles. Also making her return to TNA last night, well, Saturday I should say. Zack Ryder and his, well, I know he goes by a different name, but it's easy just to say Zack Ryder. His fiance returned, and they won the mixed tag team match. So Chelsea Green is back in TNA. And I will say this, and I'm just going to say this right now. Whoever booked the Ultimate X match, what in the goddamn fuck were you thinking? Because we almost had not one but two people die last night. One, somebody gets hung, is hanging upside down in an ankle lock, and the ankle lock while hanging off the Ultimate X symbol. I like Chris and the Best Friends. Oh, that is a good team. I do love that one. So that's the first thing. Now, if anybody knows what an ankle lock is, yeah. That's probably not something you want to do in the Ultimate X match, because the guy would have let go. The guy who was in the hold would have got dropped on his head. But that wasn't the scariest thing from that match, no. Petey Williams was in the match. Would anybody like to take a guess what he did off the Ultimate X? Yup. How him and the other guy are not dead, I have no goddamn clue. It was fun, it was exciting, got me to jump out of my chair this morning, but Jesus Christ, who thought that was a good idea? Let's do the Canadian Destroyer off the Ultimate X. What the fuck were you thinking? You know, I applaud it. Hopefully Petey doesn't ever do that again off the Ultimate X, because it was terrifying but exciting, but Petey, for the love of God, don't ever do that again. It's like with the, what was it? Years ago when Impact was still starting out, and Falco says, yikes, Canadian Destroyer, parentheses, and then a facepalm. When Elix Skipper, now there's a name no one probably remembers, Elix Skipper, if you remember him, congratulations. You're old like me. When Elix Skipper did the Hurricane Rana off the top of the steel cage against AEW, that's as scary as what I thought when I saw that last night with the Canadian Destroyer. I was like, oh my God, Petey or the other guy is dead. I don't know how old Petey Williams is, but I just never want to see that off the Ultimate X again. Just do it in a normal match. Just don't do it on top of a thing. I'm sure everyone's looking for the gift or the video of it right now who have not seen it yet. Old school TNA, yep. Oh yeah, Skip was nuts too. Oh yeah, he was. No NWA TNA, yeah. So let's see, how old is Petey Williams? He's 38. Yeah, damn, But But yeah, Slammiversary was good. It felt good with the fans. Definitely, if you have not checked that one out, I'd recommend you go watch it. There was a lot of violent and good matches. Eddie Edwards against, oh god, Big Cass was a good match, surprisingly. He's 1 year older than me, Falco says. Oh, what the I wasn't done yet! Ah. The Knights made me fight the boss, son of a bitch. Yeah, I've only logged into Facebook once a day just to make my mom happy so my account doesn't get closed down. Because that's the only way my cousin can talk to me who lives in Bedford. I would not get it unless it's like $10 or less. I think I might play Hotline Miami later tonight. Alright, if I'm up, Falco, I will at least take a look at it. If not, I will at least drop in and leave a howdy do and a like. And get it shared on Twitter. And you can post that in the Discord as well. Because I don't really have any rules in my Discord if anyone joins it. Which it is in the description, if you want to join. But my only one big rule is no political talk. That will get you banned quicker than Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Because now at this point they want to get hold of me besides PSN. It's like Twitter, Instagram, or Discord. No political, got it. I don't think anyone's going to do that, though, on that thing, because it's... No one likes talking about that stuff. It's like, as a wise man once told me at a nursing home, 3 things you don't talk about in public. The weather, politics, and... What was the third thing? Was weather, politics, and weather, politics, and why Mario 64 sucks. What about memes and songs? Oh, those are perfect. You can put memes, songs, as long as it's not like, how can I say this? It's like, oh, fuck Biden, fuck this Democrat, fuck that Republican. Can't have that. Memes and songs, I'll allow, because some songs are funny. And some of the memes have been hilarious the last few years. Ironically enough, I just realized the boss I'm fighting probably is somebody who'd be like, this is what I'm going to do when I'm president. Make a big old statue, come to life and just destroy things. I like jazz. Makes it. I think the only kind of music I don't like is rap, but that's, I'm honest, that's because I'm white. There's only a few rap people I like, which reminds me, I do want to give a sad goodbye to, I know I'm going to mispronounce his name, but I'm just going to say the song he sang. You got what I need. Yeah, he passed away, so my condolences to him. He's actually one of the few rap albums I actually have from my childhood. Him, Method Man, Redman, and Snoop Dogg. Those are like the only rap albums I have. So I think I'm okay with those. Unless you count Def Jam 1 and 2 and I have those songs on disc. Granted, my family would probably say I don't like country music, but I mostly like listening to 80s, 70s stuff, jazz, and video game soundtracks. And anime theme songs, oh god. Last time I was at a gym, I scared a lady to death with all my anime theme songs. Wow, we've been streaming for over 2 hours and 14 minutes, guys. Whew. Definitely makes up for last night, by the way. Once again, fuck the Milwaukee Bucks. Cool, Falco, no problem. Alright, I'm gonna go get something to drink before we start with Trish, so give me 1 or 2 seconds. Enjoy the listening, beautiful singing songs of Mr. Jones, singing the classics. Like Uptown Girl. I'm back. We had to go get me a little soda to pick up the energy. Let's see. Yeah, fuck Milky Way candy bar. Oh wait, never never mind, right? I'd say fuck Fortnite, but I'm currently playing it. And I'm, by the way, guys, in case anybody cares, I am drinking Mountain Dew Baja Punch. I'm saving the Pepsi Blues I have left for the start of the NFL season. Which, if you can guess how many Pepsi Blues I have right, I'll give you an invisible cookie. I can tell you it's in double digits. Be more specific than a shit ton, Vibrator.
A shit ton times 20.
I need a real number. Falco says 6.
Okay, then 20.
6 is not correct. 20 is not correct. It is in double digits, though. Because I counted them this morning. All my Pepsi Blues. You guys in chat lobby? Yeah, we're actually on the PSN chat. Myself, Vibrator, and Mr. Jones.
Well, I think Mr. Jones might have lagged out just before you got back.
That means, man, Mr. Jones's internet's acting like Peacock. Falco says
no,
cool.
after all, he was on his phone.
Yeah, and I know from the phone that thing can be a little persnickety. Mission 12. Hello, a damn peacock, get off my Sony. I'm kind of, see, because I was actually watching Peacock on the laptop for a while just to watch the pay-per-view, which worked a little bit okay, but not enough to make me go, ooh la la. I think WWE's going to regret going to Peacock. They should have just left it. Which, here's the funny thing, though. If you live in Europe, you still have the WWE Network. They don't have Peacock over there that it's on. It's only on Peacock in North America, I believe. Oh, she doesn't have other weapons she can switch to? Alright, that's a little... I did not know that. That could make things very good or very bad. Alright, I think I got a new subscriber, by the way. Yeah, I'm at 345. Alright, well, whoever it was, thank you so much, because it didn't pop up with a name. I should point out as well for, my math is correct. Yeah, I am at, only 5 away from 5, for 350, so nice. Let's check the Discord real quick while we continue on. And feeling fancy free. Oh, I went the wrong way because I'm an idiot. Oh, Katie. Ooh, my buddy Katie got a legendary Pokemon too. Alright. Remix of Borderlands 2009. Nice. The Offspring kick me when he's down. Oh. Actually, you've heard The Offspring kick him when he's down, so that is a good song. I'll have to play the remix of Borderlands when I'm doing house cleaning tomorrow. Because knowing my luck, if I play that on stream, I'm going to get hit with a, you can't play that shit. You get hit with a copyright strike. Go die. Which is why I haven't played that one thing I wanted to make my, one of my, if I could have the keyboard set up like some of the big YouTubers have, I'd have George Carlin doing his football chant. Which might be my theme song with when the Buccaneers win an NFL game. I mean, I know I got HBO Max, but I think I've only used that for... Actually, I think I haven't used that at all yet to watch TV since I saw MK in theaters. The Winged Talisman. I wish I had that, because then I could believe I can fly. Woo! Dream about it every night and day. No, I'm not gonna see Space Jam 2. Which, by the way, I found out something about that today. WB must have been throwing anything at the wall that could stick, because Rick and Morty are in the movie. And if you know Rick and Morty, they're not exactly family friendly, so I want to know how the hell they pulled that off. You play keyboard? Oh, I wish. I meant like, when I said keyboard, I probably should have said one of those key things that, you know, if they press a button, it plays a song or a clip or something. Kind of like, oh god, what's his name? Cat Icarus on his streams, when he hits a button, it does some kind of weird, goofy thing or something like that.
On the soundboard.
Soundboard, thank you, that's what I meant to say, soundboard. Falco says, I play guitar. Well, I kind of play guitar, but it's not the way you would think. My guitar playing is like New Jack or the Honky Tonk Man or Jeff Jarrett. I hit you over the head with it. It's why I'm not allowed to play Rock Band anymore. Probably also good times. Yeah, I did enjoy Rock Band. You know, I never got a big score. I think that's why I just liked using it as a weapon. Remember, children, when you fight zombies, use a Guitar Hero guitar. That would probably kill them instantly. I'll just use one of my machetes I have. You spin me around like a record. Okay, enough of that. Laughing my fucking ass off, Jeff Jarrett smashed Beauty Juice over the head with that guitar. I actually remember that episode. Wasn't that the night when they did the San Francisco 49ers match with him and Booker T? Why the fuck do I remember terrible matches? Good job, Doug. You remember that shit match, but you don't remember good matches. Vince Russo came up with some of the craziest, dumbest shit. Some of it good, some of it bad. As much as I'm not the biggest fan of his, at least I'll admit he actually tried to do some stuff, and he did at least get a lot of people on television, like oh god, I just forgot that group's name in WCW. Shit. The Prime Time... No. Chuck Palumbo, Sean O'Hare... Sean Stasiak, Chuck Palumbo, Sean O'Hare, and I can't remember the other guy. They were that group. And at least he did push Lance Storm better than WWE did. I forgot the name too. I'm sure it's gonna hit me tonight when I get off tonight. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was that team name?
But real quick, with how you had brought up Space Jam 2 and Rick and Morty being fucking... Right now with Fortnite, you can get a little LeBron James skin.
Oh my god.
The ones has to do with Space Jam 2. And then also with the Battle Pass, if you reach the max level in it, you can then go around as Rick Sanchez.
Oh goodness.
Rick and Morty.
Did not know that.
In other words, I kind of wish I had the Battle Pass and the money to just go ahead and buy all the levels so I can go around as Rick Sanchez.
Well, for Fortnite fans, go download that so you can play as Rick Sanchez. Falco says Natural Born Thrillers. Okay, that... At least you were able to look it up. Thank you, because that would have drove me nuts. And I'm already crazy. I'm a Cowboys fan, a Notre Dame fan, living in the state of Virginia. I got enough problems. Did I just go with the other... Did I just fuck that up? Yes, I did. Back in the Grand Hall you go. Yeah, just drink some more blue and you'll be fine. Oh, I got plenty of blue. I will let you guys know, I have more than 20. Which I'm kind of glad I do, because you can't find them now again. They got apparently not 7-Eleven, Walmart and all them just set it for limited time. Now the only place to find them is at Wawa 7-Eleven, but the one you can only buy the single, which kind of sucks. And I'm going the wrong way. I think I could have just went out the door like an idiot. Yeah, I'm finding you guys again. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Excuse me, please. I want to get my shit and leave before the castle explodes on me. Every Capcom game, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. But yeah, I'll be nice and tell you, I have a grand total of 40 Pepsi Blues left. And counting the Mountain Dew Baja Punch, which I have 12 left of that, I am set for the NFL season for sodas. And I made sure to pick me up some alcohol on Friday. I actually have me some more Captain Morgan Apple, which I had some of that tonight when I cooked my pizza. And since we've talked about DUI so much tonight, please remember, everyone, do not drink and drive. If you're going to drink, either hand somebody your keys or call a cab. Or better yet, drink at home to where you won't be on the road, so you won't kill anybody, and you won't be drunk in public. Which I have done drunk in public. Twice, but never got a ticket for it. Thank you, Bad Hip and Back, for making me walk funny to begin with. Let's see if I can actually remember the pattern for this. What does QUE mean, Falco? I have no idea what that means. Because I'm a big old dummy. Oh, one in Spanish. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I ever took Spanish in high school or college. You know, in Virginia, they force you to take at least one language class, and unfortunately, since they didn't have Chinese or Japanese, I said, I'll just take short story, please. Which is a good thing, because I do love reading about Edgar Allan Poe. Which I know that may be surprising, guys. I actually know how to read. I actually got done because my family picked me up a few comic books before they left to go on their trip. I actually got done reading the Arkham Knight Genesis book, which gets you ready for the Arkham Knight game. All I got left to read now is a Deadpool book, a Batman Arkham Knight Volume 3, and a Harley Quinn one, which... Harley Quinn! We all love Harley Quinn in life. But yeah, I have a lot of Pepsi Blues. I'm sure that's what the what was for, I guess. I made sure this time I would have enough, unlike when I was a kid years ago. Didn't want to make the same mistake twice. Now, if soda companies just want to bring back one more soda that I loved when I was in high school and college, that'd be great. Joke Cola. If anybody remembers Joke Cola, you know why a lot of parents hated that stuff. Yeah, my mom loved it. She's like, hey, gets him to play video games all night and he can just do what he does best. Just skim through them and beat him instantly. Even as a kid, I was weird. I liked 100% all my games I had. You gotta think maybe if she gets more demon weapons, maybe when she beats some of the more powerful ones. I hope, but we'll find out. I'm not gonna name that tune tonight. I'll watch it tomorrow. Yeah, I probably may have not mentioned this, but I love watching game shows on YouTube. I have so many game shows saved on there, it's not even funny. I have Match Game, Hollywood Squares, Let's Make a Deal, Supermarket Sweep. Sale of the Century. Nick Arcade, Legends of the Hidden Temple, but there ain't that many on YouTube. The evil laughing can stop, woman. I think we need to go up. Nope. Maybe we're supposed to go down the other door, maybe? Remember, children, Doug gets lost, because he's not that bright. There we go. Yeah, screw you, I'm not fighting you. Da 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 da. Ow! Okay, now I'm fighting you. That was your own fault. Okay. You know, Lizard Man, I was trying to leave you alone. I was going to be nice. But you brought that death on yourself. By the way, I can finally say this for anyone who does watch my streams. We finally got done with Act 1 of Ghost of Tsushima this past week. Now we just gotta start Act 2, which we did, but who knows how long that's gonna take since I like to do every side mission first. Yay! Yes, I think I can win, because I'm Trish, and I bring satisfaction. God, that joke was pathetic. You'd think I would have higher standards for my comedy, but I don't. Oh, wow, really? That's not gonna... And come on, Trish, we got this. And she's dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. And I know a lot of people may not like listening to these guys, but I always like listening to Brian and Vinny when I'm falling asleep. Streaming out for almost 3 hours. That's where we want to stop the stream tonight, guys. So we've we're pretty much halfway done with this, and once we complete what we have with Trish and then finish up with Lady, we are done with Devil May Cry 4 and can move on to Devil May Cry 5. Finally, it only took most of this year, but we'll finally get to Devil May Cry 5. So next time when we come back with Trish, we will be doing what mission again? Number 14, which is getting out of the jungle, the mighty jungle, because George has hit enough trees in his life. But until then, I hope you had a good night. Hope you have a safe week coming up. Don't forget, Falco said he might be streaming some Hotline Miami tonight, so if you would love to, please go watch him and enjoy yourself tonight. I will see you guys Monday, as we, weather permitting, of course, we will be getting back to Ghost of Tsushima. Don't worry, guys, Kingdom Hearts 2 is not canceled. I just haven't had the time to actually get to what I need to do, and that's level up, so I can beat the last Sacred boss, beat Sephiroth, and do the Hades reverse cup shit. So give me some time for that. I'm probably going to spend one of these days off I have coming up when I'm not going to be doing any videos and just playing that to boost up. But until then, everyone have a safe week. Have a lovely rest of your night, morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Come on, button. I want to stop the stream. There we go.